The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A draw play for Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. To throw is Jackson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. From the 38, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Brings up second and 11.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They go play action with Jackson. Finding Green complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Uzama. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
A 40-yard attempt.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
No. 25. Check 25.
They'll run with Mixon, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Snead's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch right. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 31's the mic. I'm coming. 31's the mic. Coming, baby. 31's the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 31's
on 3rd down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
57's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Share. No.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up.